here with Fae Creations. Thanks so much for tuning in to another soap making adventure. Starting the holiday soaps at the moment, and this first one is going to be gingerbread waffles. Originally the soap I had planned to do today, which I think you'll see next week, Christmas spice, it's not as fancy as this one, and I'm just way too excited to make this soap. I had to do this one first. So I just added in my goat milk. It's a bit of a goat milk powder with a little bit of water, and I'm going to mix that in first so that it's just evenly distributed and there's no clumps in there. And then we're going to add the lye solution. So I already have my oils and my lye solution down at room temperature. There's kaolin clay and tussa silk, sodium lactate, and goat milk. So those are all the additives I like to add to my soaps. Let's give this a quick mix and add in our lye solution. Alright, I've split this up into 4 different containers. I have some titanium dioxide dispersed in water for this little guy. And to the next little guy, I've got some glitter gold mica, and this is by FAERIE, into the big bucket. This one's not filled up as nearly as the other one, but this is mocha by Nurture Soap. And last but not least, I've got some magic mushroom into this one. We're going to mix them all in, add the fragrance. So I've set the white off to the side to remind myself not to put any fragrance in it. We are using Ginger Snap Cookies by Crafter's Choice. Get it from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It has warm cinnamon and ginger swirled with drops of golden butter. It smells delicious. Of course. I love this time of the year and doing a gingerbread soap. It's just one of my favorite scents for the holidays. It has 2.8% vanillin in it, and that is going to cause my soap to turn brown. So I don't know how much these colors really matter. Gingerbread waffles and gingerbread are brown. This fragrance is going to turn it brown. I'm not going to be mad because I'm using a palette that will work with it. Besides that white, which again I set off to the side because I don't want the white to darken. We're going to try and keep that white. It did have a note that it said it separates, so crossing my fingers that's not the case because all of the reviews were really good. It had like 5 stars and everyone said it worked beautifully, so I'm going to ignore the fact that it said it could separate. And also the fact that it turns everything light brown is what Crafter's Choice or Wholesale Supplies Plus listed, and everyone else said it got a little bit darker. When I think of dark brown soaps because of fragrances and the vanillin content, I would think it would be higher than 2.8, but I mean, you never know. So I like it so far. Let's think about how we're going to do this, because you guys know me. Wait, I think, what am I going to do here? Okay, I'm going to take the white and I'm going to drop it into this magic mushroom color. Set this off to the side here. Let's do this. Okay. Pour this in here for a little in the drop swirl. Yep. In the pot swirl. Those are 2 different swirls, Tierra. Okay. Well, I mean, you could do them both. Technically, I could do it in the pot swirl here, and then we could do a drop swirl into the molds. I'm going to think about this. You know me, waiting till the day of, the minute of, to just really nail the technique and the details of the soap. All right, let's get my molds up here. For a bit more design, I think I'm gonna add some walnut shell to this gold color. That look like, I don't know, cookie crumb or cinnamon specks. Add a little exfoliation. I think I like that. All right, now I am going to do another in the pot swirl. I'm gonna put this gold and this brown, but I'm gonna see if I can get the layers that are already poured up into my soap mold to set up enough that I can do a layer. So we'll see. If not, we're just gonna do it in the pot swirl, drop swirl like I was originally saying, not intentionally. All right, I think this is coming along quite nicely. I drizzled the rest of the gold on top of this. And now for the embeds, I've made some waffles. These are all cold process. Camera doesn't want to focus, but there you have it. Drizzled them with some melt and pour. I've also got some stars to put on top. And of course, we've got some little gingerbread men. And this is pretty much the only part that I planned out for the soap. I had the fragrance laying around and I was thinking I had to come up with something different that I haven't done before, and this is what I came up with. I swear in real life I am more organized. I'm actually a little too organized and I overthink things a lot. Like I have to know where we're going, when we're going, when I'm eating. You know, who's going. I gotta know every single little detail. I am a planner, but for some reason now that I have a kid, trying to make soap and plan it out, it doesn't happen. I don't have the time. I really don't. I kind of go with the flow as far as soap making, and I never ever imagined that would be me. Say for holidays, for instance, with the holidays coming up, who else here does their Christmas shopping early? Like who starts early? And I'm not just talking like November. Like I've already started picking some things up. Now that I have a wife, a kid, and then I have 2 nephews, I see things and I just buy them. I have to. And I'm a little bit of a planner when it comes to, like, I don't know, my Christmas cookies. I have to sit down and plan out what kind of Christmas cookies am I going to make this year, and I need to start doing that. I need to gather all my supplies and start planning the Christmas baking now that I feel up to it, because last year we just moved in, I just had the kid, I didn't get to do as much baking as I wanted to. Hopefully he lets me. That's the other thing. I try to be organized, but when you have a kid, you just kind of forget plans sometimes. Just throw them out the window. It is what it is. Yeah, I've started doing my Christmas shopping already. I just kind of see, I used to do it before. I did it with my friends and in my family, but now I'm like, I see things, I have to buy them. Fit this guy on here. So I did these in all cold process because I don't want too much melt and pour on top of here, so that when I go to cut it, it's going to leave drag marks or break any of my wires on my brand new cutter. I'm trying to take care of this one. I really am, and I think I've ran out of room. Look, and we have this little waffle. I think I do want to move this guy. See if I can fit a star in there. There is something else still going on the top of the soap. I don't want to ruin the swirls, but I have to fit these in here. All right, there's just one waffle not going on here. I have these sprinkles. These are called Unicorn Christmas Candy Sprinkles. They are from FAERIE as well, and I think they are adorable. I'd go back and buy more, but I don't need them. So I'm going to sprinkle these. I'm going to try to get them in between so they stick to the soap. And I gotta figure out what kind of glitter to go on here. Isn't this fun? It's just kind of like, it's a surprise for me, it's a surprise for you. Some of these are going to fall off, but I think they're just adorable. It's like the cutest mix of all kinds of sprinkles on here. It's so cute. I kind of want to eat them. I'm sure you could, but they're going to be for my soap. So pretty. Oh my gosh, this soap just like makes all my holiday dreams come true right here. I think this is going to be my favorite. And this is only the beginning. But I was seriously so excited to make this soap, and it smells so good. So I'm going to figure out what kind of glitter I want to put on this. These little unicorn horns in there. I'm going to give this a light spray with a rubbing alcohol. I don't want these, oh, okay, let's not put you there. Tiara, here's your mind. I'm going to give this a light spray with rubbing alcohol because I don't want the color on these sprinkles to run. And I'm going to let it sit for 24 hours. And I'll come back to unmold it and cut it and show you guys what it looks like on the inside. Let's get a little bit more in between here. Yum! I mean, if this were a real dessert, I would totally eat this. Love it. Alright, rubbing alcohol. Glitter on it. Alright, I really hope that this fragrance doesn't discolor the soap too much because I love it so much. If it does, I mean, the top speaks for itself. It's just gorgeous. So I've got, this is a Mad Fairy Duster by Mad Micas, and it's called Nancy Sinatra's Gold Boots. I don't usually pull this one out too much because when I bought it, I didn't realize it wasn't biodegradable. But here you go, a little sprinkling of this on here. A little bit of rubbing alcohol. And ta-da! Oh. Perfect. Perfect! See you guys in 24 hours. All right, let's cut it, even though it's just, it falls under that category of just too pretty to cut and I don't want to. Let's line it up here and see what the inside of it looks like. Actually, I'm gonna lay it on its side because of all those sprinkles on there. I don't want them to drag through the soap, so we're gonna have them fall off. Scoot this over just a little bit more. Let's go. Still not quite sure how hard to press down on this thing or like how slow to go. I don't want to break anything and I don't want to ruin the soap. It's such a different experience than using a single bar cutter. Love the sound though, it is a different sound. So here is the inside. Look at those swirls, the bottom. There's like two different swirls going on here. And then the top of it, yeah, this is my favorite so far. I love the smell of gingerbread. I can't say it enough. It is one of my favorite fall fragrances, or fall. One of my favorite holiday or winter fragrances. Can't wait to bake cookies. I'm gonna bake all of the gingerbread cookies, all of them. Look at the top of that. So I cut one of these loaves. Focus, focus. I cut one of these loaves a couple days ago, more like a few days ago. I need to tighten the wires, it looks like. I know I'm all over the place. And I don't see much discoloration. I'm trying to fuse those two words together. As far as like it darkening anything. So here is the one that I cut couple days ago. Camera, come on. And the one that I cut today. And I don't see any discoloration going on at all. So of course these are gonna sit for 4 to 6 weeks. And I'll post pictures of them on my Instagram account if they decide. What is it that you are trying to pick up? I don't understand why you won't focus here. People want to see the swirls. Come on. There we go. Gotta set the bars off to the side, out of the view of the camera, because it's getting confused here. Which bars do we want to look at? We want to look at this bar. I love that bottom layer. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to purchase this soap, it will be available on October 29th. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Click that subscribe button, join me for more fun soap making adventures, and any questions or comments, leave them for me in the comment section, down below. And until next time, look, I'm messing up here. I hope you have a very nice day, and I will smell you later. Off to the side here, off to the side, there we go. Perfect, I love it. Alright, scratch that. I don't know where my brain is. It's stuck in October. By the next shop update, what I really mean is November 30th. It's going to be on a Tuesday, the last day in November. So mark your calendars for that next shop update. We are not on October. That has come and gone by the time this video comes out. Sorry about mom brain. I think it is just a permanent excuse that I always have now. Thought I'd stamp a few and show you how awesome are these bars. Okay, for real though. Thanks for watching.